Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're here to cover one stock in particular. As you can see, this is the overall portfolio today. It's not the best day, but a lot of buying opportunities in today's market, and that's what we're going to be covering today is actually Palantir stock, and if this one is a buying opportunity. So as you can see, Palantir actually recently dropped a lot, especially today and yesterday. It's actually rebounding a little bit as I'm recording this video right now, but it was down 14% earlier today, and then in the past week you can see it's down 8% and was down 17% earlier today. So it is rebounding a little bit, but this stock, I mean, it's been on a crazy tear recently. It's up 350% in the past year. Past 5 years it's up 972%. This hasn't even been a stock for 5 years, so I mean, for a company that does this, it's a pretty special thing. So yeah, guys, be sure to like the video first. Smash that like button, please. It helps me out a lot, and I'd appreciate it if you guys could do that. Also, if you enjoy this content, be sure to subscribe and comment down below what stocks you guys are buying. If you're holding Palantir, if you'd like to see me cover a different stock, just let me know what you guys are thinking. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive deep into this Palantir stock. So as we can see, it's been on a tear, but it did have a big drop, and this was actually after earnings. Right here, it jumped from $83 to $105, and then following that for about just till 2 days ago, it was a company all-time high of 52-week high. I think it hit $125.41. So it was really high up there, and now it's at 107. So what we're looking at this video is if this is a buying opportunity or is it time to get out of Palantir. So we can see the P ratio on this one is 600 almost. This is a company whose growth rates are extremely high, and they've been sustained for a while. I mean, this is also a company that if you bought it at the right time, I mean, this is one that's returned you massively. As you can see, 5 years, because this company was at $28, it dropped down. I think their 52-week low is $20. So I actually picked some shares up for around $20. I've recently sold out of my shares when it hit that $120 mark, but as you can see, it was around $7, $6. I think it even dropped as low as $5. And so this is a company that had really fast rising growth rates. Their growth rates slowed, and then believed in the company. $107 right now, and I mean at the peak $125. So let's take a look at this article right here. This is actually, it says why Palantir shares are getting obliterated today. Yahoo Finance, one of my favorites for covering what stocks are doing. What happened? Shares of data mining and analytics company Palantir, Pltr, fell 14.5% in the morning session after CEO Alex Karp announced a plan to sell up to 9.98 million shares worth $1.2 billion. The sale is likely to hurt Palantir's stock price as the newly issued shares dilute the ownership of existing shareholders. Separately, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth warned department officials at the Pentagon to prepare for budget cuts, signaling potential pressure on Palantir's government contracts and future growth. So, guys, as it says right here, the stock market overreacts to news, and big price drops can present good opportunities to buy high-quality stocks. Is now the time to buy Palantir? That's exactly what I want to cover today. So if we actually take a deeper dive into Palantir's financials over here, we can see that this is a company that is growing quite rapidly. In 2021, they're just by revenue. I mean, this is a pretty basic estimate of revenue, and I mean we can also go down and look at their EBITDA and all of that. But I mean, look at this company who was negative. I mean, now they're what they were negative except positive almost. So I mean, this is a company whose revenue is growing quarter over quarter, as you can see, year over year. Very great, making a lot of money. And then, I mean, it's just their diluted EPS, total expenses are going up, but I mean, that comes with, when a company is growing like this. We can see their balance sheet, their total assets have gone up immensely. Invested capital is going up. Their debt is also going down, which, I mean, that's something that is beautiful in a company like this. When they're making more and more money and their debt is also going down, they're not taking more and more money out to build the company. They're building the company so fast that their debt is actually going down. And we can see the cash flow right here. This is what I really wanted to see. But I mean, you can see their operating cash flow was 300,000, a couple years ago, 3 years ago, and now it's over 1 million. So, guys, this is a company that has a lot of growth behind them and in front of them as well. We can see that the high price target is 141. A lot are saying hold, buy. They beat earnings quarter over quarter. They're beating the estimates. Their earnings history, they're beating it. Growth estimates, I mean, look at their growth estimates compared to the S&P. I mean, that's a decent amount more. And also, let's see, it doesn't say on here, but what's Palantir's return on invested capital? So their return on invested capital is 36.86%. This is a measure that a lot of people use. I mean, this is 30%. There's not really one right answer when it comes to this, but usually people say return on invested capital is about what the stock returns year over year, usually. So it might be higher, it might be lower, but if a stock is having 16% return on invested capital, that stock is probably yielding you about a 16% return year over year. So this one with 30% return on invested capital, if they keep that up and they have a compounding 30% return year over year, this is a company that I'd be very interested in buying. And so, yeah, I mean, this is after this drop, the company does look quite appealing because it was at 123. It dropped all the way down to $100. So if they did just get back to that high, that's a 20% gain off of that. And I actually wanted to check out a call option for Palantir. So if we go to the option chain right here, we see that if we look at a leap for next year, these options are down around 10%, which is good to see. Applied volatility is very high for a company like Palantir, obviously, but I mean, that's to come with these kind of businesses with this much hype around them and this high of growth rates. So we can see that, I mean, the sky's the limit for Palantir, honestly. So let's check out, I mean, one that looks good right here around a 70 delta. Maybe this $95 call, $3,000 about. So let's see. I mean, if Palantir, I mean, I don't, the past is not indicative of future results, as many traders say, but we can see that Palantir over the past year did go up 350%. Over the past 5 years, it did go up 965%. So, I mean, this is definitely something to take into consideration. This is a company that has been growing at a very fast pace, and over just the past 3 months, they're up 70%. Past month up 47%. The past week, they're down 8%. So do we think that the company is going to level out right here? Do we think it's going to keep rising? Because, I mean, it only has to go up around 7%, and you've made almost, 10%, 15% of this option right here, and it can go up 7% pretty fast. It could go up 7% by tomorrow. So, I mean, you saw it drop 14% today. So, I mean, it can, as quickly as Palantir can drop 14%, it can rise 30%. So that's what makes these options very attractive. I think that over the next year, the company definitely has a chance to rise 65%, as you can see on the top call option right there. Or it can also drive, 33% up. I mean, I think that all of these are definitely very doable. And I think if you do want to get into a call option in Palantir, now is probably the time. Because as the company is going to keep, I mean, they might keep falling, but at the same time, look at how quickly they're rebounding off of this news. It does seem like an overreaction. I wish I could have gotten this video out to you guys earlier when it was all the way down here at $96, but it's already back at $106. So people made $10 from buying on that overreaction already, a 10% gain. So yeah, I mean, it's time in the market means a lot more than timing the market. So I think if you hold Palantir, good things can happen in the future. And yeah, I mean, you got to believe in the company, but if you believe in what they're doing and they're going to sustain these growth rates and good things are going to happen, I think this definitely was an overreaction. The Pentagon is cutting budgets. I think they're slashing budgets by around 8%. I don't know. I think it's somewhere around there. But if I'm not mistaken, that is the amount that they're cutting budgets. And I don't think over the long term that's really going to hurt Palantir that much. I think they're a company that's growing in a lot of different sectors. So this isn't going to completely shut out their business or their business model. It might slow them down a teeny bit, but 8% budget cut is not going to get rid of Palantir. And the CEO selling shares is not going to make the stock go to zero. I mean, CEOs sell shares all the time, especially when the stock is on a generational run like this, up 1,000%. So that's definitely not unheard of. Maybe he's selling shares to, invest more into the company, or, that happens all the time with CEOs. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this one, but I think this is a good opportunity, and I'm very happy that this stock is falling because it's a great company. And yeah, guys, you saw the play that I am suggesting, and as you can see, bad day for the portfolio. But the Bitcoin play that we made, if you guys saw last video, it's turning out very well. I mean, I didn't put that much money in, but total return 23%. So I might actually sell pretty soon here. I like what happened with that. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and also comment down below what other stocks you guys want to see me cover. And if you enjoyed this video, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you. Peace.